go ahead and start recording. Good evening, everybody. You know why I'm here. Thank you for checking out my weekly Forex and crypto analysis. It's your boy ABK. I appreciate everyone for hopping on and also watching the playback. So let's go ahead and get this party started, right? So let's go ahead. First of all, we have basically no USD news this week. So for those who like trading US dollar news, it's lit for us. So we have NZD news on Tuesday at 5:45 p.m. with CPI. So watch out for CPI news on Tuesday for NZD news, of course, because that is something that could possibly have a lot of volatility in it, right? Wednesday we have 9 a.m. Canadian dollar monetary policy report, and we also have the rate statement and press conference. So it's usually the press conference that you would want to really watch out for, because that's what's going to be, that's what you'll be able to. That's what people will be able to hear what they're talking about when it comes to like the monetary policy and stuff like that. Hold on, give me a second. There you go. We have ECB press conference for Euro news with other monetary policy statements. So we have a lot of Euro news Thursday and Friday between 6:45 and 2:18 a.m. So you just want to watch out for Euro on Thursday and Friday night. Like it's gonna be a lot of. Thursday morning, Central Standard Time, of course, but then Friday early morning, you want to watch out for French and German PMIs. So that's for the technical analysis. Fundamental analysis. Don't let me not disrespect technical analysis. All right, so let's go ahead, go into full screen mode and get onto these charts, right? So DXY. So first of all, I'm going to go onto the weekly time frame on the DXY and check out what the candlesticks are looking like. So first of all, I'm really trying, for me, seeing this on the weekly time frame, a shooting star formation right here, where you have bullish candle going up, bearish. It's not a doji candle necessarily, but then you had a bullish engulfing candle that engulfed this candle. It didn't engulf this candle though, but I'm still seeing two bearish weeks in a row. If I get a third one, then maybe we'll start to see really the US dollar decline a little bit more. But I do also see these possibilities, they still exist, that I've had mapped out, right? I still do see the possibility of, first of all, we go into the daily time frame. I do still see that price, yes, it has broken under my buy box where I was looking for the US dollar to go up, and even the daily time frame, these candles aren't really friendly right here, but then I'm starting to see two dojis in a row, so we can see what happens, although this wick to the upside is a little higher than this one, but this, I still consider both of those doji candles. So I still kind of want to see what the US dollar is going to do, right? And so, yeah, from this bullish push to the upside, this retracement, I'm still looking to see if price is actually going to continue dropping, or if it's going to retrace a little bit, then drop some more, or anything like that, right? But also this possibility for price to come down here because of this swing from this all the way down low to this high. Price can still definitely push down to 90.755, personally speaking, right? Let me go ahead and use my support and resistance band that I use from arbitrage. I've been trying to play with it a little bit more. This is the 4-hour one. It's really bearish because you have all these are supposed to be like movie support and resistance that I use with arbitrage, and so you have the 1 hour time frame, which is the blue line, the 30-minute, which is the yellow line, the 15-minute, which is the red line, the weekly is the green line. You have all of that, and its price is under those. So it's kind of like this might really push to the downside. And it's funny how the 4-hour is all the way down here, where the 61.8 is. But still, like I said, the possibility of price still coming down. Let me get rid of this. The possibility of price still pushing to the downside and then continuing to the upside does exist, but right now, right, I'm seeing a lot of bearish movement on the US dollar, and I also do see that there is this structure that's just chilling right here, that price can definitely just sweep down low, grab liquidity at the 61.8, and then continue to the upside, right? Type of move. That type of move is very much possible. So gonna be watching for the DXY really. Still, like, I'm not really in any of the USD pairs right now, so I'm just watching, or not even like not in them, but I'm not really looking to get into anything other than these swings that I'm in, which is in deep red. But let's go ahead and hide that. Go on to the weekly time frame over here. See what this is looking like. Okay, so I still am in like a bias of price moving to the upside via arbitrage, but technical analysis wise, this kind of looks like it's still gonna it might have that potential of falling. But the only thing I'm seeing right here on the weekly is that it's still holding in this lower danger zone area. Although this shadow, I don't know why it's not right here. Maybe because this candle hasn't closed yet. But it's still in this area where I'll still be looking like, okay, price can still hold right here and push to the upside. So that's for arbitrage, right? On the weekly time frame. Daily time frame, you got the sell call. So regardless of whatever happens, if this is gonna buy or sell, I still would need to see the daily time frame price push to the upside, and then price push to the upside. That is a tiny arrow, and then price pushing to the downside as well to like 90.471. So that's what I would have to see on the daily time frame regardless for me to really like say that, okay, I'm gonna get into a sell. But again, I really don't like it when the daily time frame is showing that it's gonna sell, but then the weekly time frame, it looks like it's setting up for a buy, and it still has that possibility based on the way how I use arbitrage, right? So we're gonna have to wait and see what happens realistically for me. 4 hour time frame, it looks like it can possibly, let me get rid of these real quick. I wish there was like a shortcut button for hide that you could just press it and it says hide. Okay, sorry. So 4 hour time frame, it might be setting up for a buy, but it is far too soon to tell, so not going to be looking at that. 1 hour time frame, it had called for a buy previously, but then it's dropped to the downside with this sell call. So same thing, gonna have to wait, and it looks like that the price has even made a gap right here. So I'm gonna have to go to technical analysis and look at the lower time frames and see what I'm looking at on the DXY. Yeah, in 15 minutes, it's all just bearish really. But what maybe could be possibly happening, if I could see price start to actually like dribble down a little bit, try to stop hunt, and then push to the upside, then retest, continuation, like paint-in type of move, I would love that for a possible push to the upside on the DXY. But until then, I'm really gonna have to just like, not this low, probably even lower. Like I could really see it coming down and hitting the 61.8 and then pushing to the upside. So I'm really gonna be patient with the DXY. I don't really see anything on it as of yet, personally speaking. So gonna go ahead and wait for that. Going over to EURUSD. And so EURUSD, yeah, same thing. It's literally the same thing, just backwards. This bull flag that I had printed out as we played out. Took an L on this. Oops. Yes. Get rid of all this. So yeah, I still really do want to see this push to the upside and then price push down. So literally literally the same thing as with the DXY, right? Might not get that though, because I'm seeing some early signs on arbitrage that this might be selling. Got a little gap as well here, so we might have to get that filled up. But yeah, regardless, guys, I see prices hit up here way too many times, just like with gold last week. And I'm gonna love talking about gold today. So just like with gold, guys, like I just see that prices hit here 1, 2, 3 times. Let me even go ahead and pull up the where point of control is down low over here. I can't wait until painting does this, low-key. Or volume, period, because I don't know why people aren't voting for volume. No, I'm joking. But yeah, I would just definitely, there's no volume up here really actually, so maybe price might turn around. Let me see what's looking at on the 4-hour time frame. Ooh, that is way too close, my guy. Dang, still up all the way up here, huh? So we could still even have price, like again, the DXY, it could still, it's showing signs that it's turning around. In fact, I didn't even look at the weekly time frame. Shame on me. Bro, get this. All right, weekly time frame. Yeah, same thing. Looks like a morning. Hell, this looks more like a morning star to me than anything. This looks like a morning star to me. So maybe we're gonna get that retracement that pushed to the upside and continue with this humongous bullish movement on EURUSD. Maybe we'll still continue that, but again, going over to the daily time frame, put my drawings back up, I would still probably see this as a possibility of price pushing to the upside and then pushing down, you know. So let me go ahead and get rid of this. Oops, sorry, because I don't really have any real need for it right now. Volume is got big volume on this candle. Barbosa candle pushed it up a little bit more. Yeah, I could possibly see, I still want to see this move happen regardless. That's all I could really see on it. And then possibly even, this could be even making a inverted head and shoulders pattern, right? Let me go ahead and forecast that, because that's not what I'm actually seeing, right? So we could possibly have, no, not here. Could have this. Happen right there, and then price take off, right? That's what could really possibly be happening. Because again, like that daily candlestick pattern that I'm seeing right now is just telling me that EURUSD wants to like keep pushing to the upside. So let me go ahead and hide these. Just remember, guys, I'm still looking for this move, but I'm gonna like take it off real quick, because if we can get this move, then maybe we can get that retracement that would be pushing to the downside on EU, right? So go on to the 4-hour time frame. Dang, this is just really bullish on the 4-hour. It looks like it's kind of overextended to me, personally speaking. Let me get rid of the volume. And let me put the 50 EMA on, because I do actually like having the 50 EMA on my trades. Yeah, this is really bullish for me to even like try to like buy it right now, but I'm not gonna sell it up here. Same, it's just the same concept, guys. But regardless, like let's say if price is gonna really go bullish from this, I mean, I like it from, no, I don't even kind of want to even get it from that low, but I mean that's where, this is where the volume, the velocity really kicked in. So let me see something real quick. The velocity, you guys know what I mean by that, like just like price started picking up. 61.8 from down here at 1.17187 to the high of 1.19942. 61.8 kind of matches with that right shoulder, so like really matches up with it nicely. So I'm gonna be watching for this too, man. Let's see what really happens with EU. But if I can get that stop into the upside, then push to the downside, and let's see where the point of control lies with this as well, now that I think about it. A little higher than I would have wanted it, but still, we'll see how this plays out. Like I said, I'm gonna have to wait on it, because I can't personally just get into anything right now. I could try to sell it right now, but it's not gonna benefit me personally long term wise, so we'll see what happens. But I know that 30-minute on arbitrage called for the sell. 1 hour is calling for a potential buy, but it's holding at this mean line / RSI line. It just looks, this looks ugly to me. 4-hour time frame, very much bullish. Called this buy all the way down here, very much bullish. Daily time frame is starting to call for a buy. So again, with this, I would have to see price push to the downside before I get that push, before I get into a buy. I wouldn't just buy right here. That's just my personal opinion for the buy. And then the weekly time frame, again, this last week didn't close with that buy, but if this closes, and again, where it's at right now, this is like really like oh, okay, this is the perfect entry. And if price moves like slightly higher, then I'd get out the buy. I mean, I'd get out the sell, right? So this is, oh, the trade is not even there from last week, but if I'm not mistaken, this is what my sell looks like from right here. On EU, then I think my stop loss is like right here, 3116 pips, something like that. So if I were to get price right there as an entry, then it'd be 90. That's like a 90 pip. Like 90 pip, you have a better entry than I do. But again, it's just like, this is arbitrage versus what I'm seeing on technical analysis. Technical analysis, I'm seeing that it's going to possibly push it upside, but arbitrage could definitely be like calling for this sell. And these aren't even confirmed yet, so it's a little too early to tell for that sell regardless, especially with all this. Yeah, very much early. So I'm gonna go on to AUDUSD. Let me get, I still gotta go. So all right, so AUDUSD, this bearish flag that I printed out, I thought I was gonna push to the downside. It didn't. Price pushed up. Never got the retracement, so I never really got in. I never really looked at it at this trade like that. Push it downside. Oh wow, this really played out. I didn't even pay attention to that. Like honestly, like all week. So AUDUSD, we didn't get the retracement or anything like that. So that all those drawings were pointless. But so this inverted head and shoulders ended up playing out, pushed to the upside. That's nice. Now it's at this sell box area right here, and it's literally hit my 71% fib. I don't remember this alert going off honestly, but it's already hit there, and it's already like, if I were to have gone into a sell right here, it already gone 32 pips, nothing too crazy. I mean, at this point, what I would kind of need to see is if price like made an M pattern or something like that, then the drop or something, something like a Batman type of thing. Let's see. That's all I could really try to get into it at this point. I don't like necessarily getting in at the 61.8 late, but if you want to, you can, but it's just not for me. But yeah, if price can come back up to my 71% fib, then that's definitely a play that I'll get on. And so maybe this head and shoulders that was up here, maybe it's really going to play out on AUDUSD, because at first I was kind of skeptic about it, but it's looking more and more like it's real, because head and shoulders broke through the broke through the neckline. I would say the neckline's like about right here-ish, kind of broke through it, came and retested, although it didn't really hit this that's a supply zone. Not really the greatest looking supply zone, but I'm still learning through that. I'm still learning that pain. Still talk shit. But yeah, I'm still expecting this time to push down, but I would love it if it made like a double top or an M pattern and then push to the downside. I would love that. 1 hour time frame. It's already broken through that 50 EMA though. But yeah, that's all I could really say. And I know some people who are buying, they might be looking at this and be like, hey, price is over here at this 71% fib on the 1 hour time frame. Hey, maybe you can possibly try to take this and take it to the upside and then push down. That might be your play right there, but I'm personally gonna wait. If I see something on arbitrage later on today, maybe I'll get that, but I'll rather wait for something like this to happen, like I said. So hey, maybe your buy opportunity is right here, and if that is, I'm giving a trade idea, but it's not like something I'm gonna enter. And if this is what you like, then hey, there's where your stop loss, your potential stop loss could be 0.77040, or just put 0.77. Why not? Just like it's 4 more pips, and then yeah, that looks like a solid trade to me. So let's see how AUDUSD plays out. I like the candlestick. If that candlestick closes like that, that'd be nice. Weekly time frame. Again, if I'm gonna like look for AUDUSD selling long term, I would need to see that breakout retest continuation on the weekly time frame. AUDUSD on the dailies broke it through the RSI line 3 days ago. Gotta watch out for that, but it's nothing too crazy for me at this point. 4-hour time frame, extremely bullish, but who knows what's gonna happen. 1-hour time frame already called for that sell, so there goes, yeah, like you would have got it. Like I can't get into this at that point. 30-minute time frame, extreme, like it's just going down. So I like the sells personally. Again, like I like the sells, but I would really appreciate it if price came back up and try to get me into a sell entry, then boom. So that's for AUDUSD. It's going over to USDCHF. Okay. All right, so USDCHF. Well. Look what we have here. So first of all, 83 pip stop loss. It got hit. It is what it is. Let's see what's really going to happen here, because right now prices came in and grabbed this liquidity. Like I was mentioning that it could be a possibility. So this play is irrelevant. Get out of here. All right, so got that push to the downside. Let's see now, because I see that it's kind of like a lopsided, like double bottom right here, and I see that a very bullish engulfing candle. Oh man, that's a pretty bullish engulfing candle on the hourly. So if price is gonna really start pushing to the upside right here, because I mean it had a gap down, and now it's closed the gap up, then maybe this is really what's going to play out, where it came and literally grabbed liquidity, pushed to the upside, might come back and retest in continuation to the upside. Or it could just do this on a smaller scale, which is what I'm kind of actually looking at more, which is like this, and then that. So yeah, that's actually pretty clean. I would love to see that if price broke through this like bear structure. I mean, this resistance, if you will, and came back in, then kept going up. That would be clean for USDCHF. Let's go over to the daily time frame. I mean, the weekly time frame, and see what it's looking like. Dang, it's so bearish. I would have to see it come and retrace up here regardless at 0.93449. I'd have to see it happen regardless. If I wanted to get into a seller or anything like that. Weekly time frame, turn off all my drawings. Yikes. Oh, evenings. Yeah, like I mentioned, so this evening, this evening star right here. Yeah, I can see it, like if price can come back up, if it retests this, then maybe I'll look to sell it, question mark. But this looks like a bearish. It's showing that it's showing some bearish potential. For sure. So that is for USDCHF. But let's see, like I said, if I can get this push to the upside and then retest the continuation, that might be, you know, a play that we can watch for. All right, S&P. Let's go look at the S&P. S&P to the moon. Didn't get that retracement. Price just kept pushing to the upside. It is what it is, right? Let me just close everything. Weekly time frame. Stop playing with the S&P. Just keeps going bullish, man. That's crazy to me. So obviously we can see that the last structure that price did not manage to right there. So this is the demand zone that we could watch for. Daily time frame. What I would really have to see for me to get into another buy on S&P is for price to retrace all the way down to like 3954.6. and then I would look to continue taking it to the upside because it's bullish. And you know, as much as people can say that, oh well, it's overextended, well, overextended this. It's just keep going, it's just going higher and higher. It's making these deep lows right here. Like, let me just show an example. Right here, pushed up, held, came, it went a little bit lower, freaked out a lot of the buyers, and then boom, price pushed up. Let's go to another look where price dipped down. Yeah, from this low to this high, price pushed down, price pushed up, came down a little bit, pushed up again. So you just gotta, I'm just following the pattern until that gets broken, until these lows get broken, and then these other lows down here get broken. I can't really say that I'm looking for sells on the US indices because they are extra bullish right now. They are not playing fair. Look at this thing. Remove drawings. Daily time frame. Look at this thing, man. It's just insane. Weekly time frame again. It's just insane how high it's just going. So again, the last structure that it really struggled to break through was right here, and ever since it's just been going. But it's been going steadily. It's not been going there like super fast, except for a couple of days. But a couple of weeks. But it's been climbing up a little. It's been climbing up steadily, right? And so I'm pretty sure that like there might be some divergence that might be setting up. But I mean, how can you play off divergence when this is just climbing higher and higher? So same thing, kind of. Like price right here where it previously struggled, then it took off. Maybe I could look for a retracement at that area, possibly. Of course I forgot. That's funny. Of course I forgot. Anyways, for price to push down and then continue to the upside, like that's what I'm really gonna have to play off. That's the only thing that I could play off of this. Like, as overextended as anybody wants to say about this, it's just making higher highs. It's just like Bitcoin, but eventually it's gonna make a nasty fall. Right? NASDAQ, I had called a buy last week, and at first it was playing a little hard to get, but still, the buy stop is still in profit. For those that are in it, just like hold it, I guess, because again, same thing with this. It's making higher highs. It broke its previous all-time highs right here. It's gone hella higher, so it's the same thing, guys. It's like at this point with Dow Jones, all I see doing is continuing to the upside, and it's just very bullish. Can't even play it. There's nothing really here for me to play off of. You know, price just has this structure that it has to break to keep going higher from where it made these three black bars and then pushed to the upside. What I could really see what price did was push it upside, retest, then kept going to the upside some more. So it's like what's really like, all I could really see the NASDAQ doing is pushing to 14283, like realistically. So that's with the US indices. It's going over to Mr. Tacos. I'm still in this sell in the red. It's like I said, it's a swing trade. So this came down to these equal lows that it has. Let me first of all get rid of this Fibonacci. I already know what all that is. I've been talking about it for quite some time now. Prices came down to these equal lows, and what I could possibly see is either A, you guys know the play, for those who've been been watching me recently, been using my dollar signs a lot more, could possibly come out, stop hunt to the downside, grab the liquidity, push to the upside, or no, there's actually like 3 different options that I could see possibly happening. B, Well, this is the first option. B, what I could possibly see happening is price just rejects off of here, then pushes to the upside. Or C, price could just, you know, go and stop me out and continue to the downside. But this is extremely, like I said, it's extremely bearish, and it's broken through this trend line right here from this pendant that it drew. So it's like, it looks like it's just continuing to the downside in my opinion. But let's see how this plays out. Again, this is just like, it's broken multiple bullish structures, and I can just see this as a really long pullback. But it's all depending on if the DXY is gonna act right. So it's going over to the lower time frames. See what these are looking like. Okay, so price pushed up, pushed down even lower, but then we're getting some bullish like candlesticks forming, I guess, question mark. they look like this possibly looks like it's gonna go bullish, but I'm still gonna wait for it. Like I said, I'd rather wait for that bullish, like if something like this can happen tonight, like if price can push up and break this, like break this resistance up here, retest it, come and go again, then yeah, that'd be awesome. So that's what I'll be looking for USD Mexican for any type of like intraday / day trade setups on Tuesday. But as for right now, I'm just still holding my long term. Oops, let me get rid of this. Long term buy. I'm still holding it. Let's go over to arbitrage. 1 hour time frame. Ooh, it is setting up for that buy. That is nice. I'm setting this alert. This is what I'm gonna be looking for tonight. Setting this alert only once, or once per bar close. I'm gonna set it for only once. Yeah, I'll set it up for only once. Continue. Ooh, I don't think I pressed that. Let me see. Oh, I did. Never mind. All right, cool. So I got this alert set for the buy. Naturally, what I would be looking for. Am I still on the Zoom? Let me see. I am. Oh wow, it's still on here. That's crazy. You need deeper retracement? Yeah, I feel that. Oops. No. Oh, I learned how I could hide. Oh, that's just hiding everything. Never mind. I thought I did something over here. But yeah, so USD Mexican, I need that push, retracement, continuation. 4 hour time frame, very much bearish. Daily time frame, very much bearish. It looks like it's gonna fall. It looks like it's gonna keep falling. Weekly time frame, very much bearish. Looks like it's gonna keep falling personally. So that is just, there's multiple signs that saying this looks like it's gonna keep falling. But the 1 hour and the 30-minute look like they might be calling for a buy. So if you're still in that swing buy, hey, just take precautions. But this can still push to the upside. So that's for USD Mexican. Let's go over to Mr. Gold. All right. Well, it looks like we finally got what we wanted. So, I mean, if you didn't have to get into this last week, because I was more than certain it wasn't gonna move. But so from this, let me actually hide everything. I need to go look at the weekly, because that weekly is scary. This is the weekly time frame that we have right here. After this, like this just looks kind of scary. After this weekly, a bullish candle, another engulfing bullish candle, but it is at the 50 EMA, so that's something that we can watch for. Say that, okay, if price really holds here, which I'm expecting it does, and if it really does hold here, this is gonna be a clean weekly sell, like on a higher time frame type of level. But yeah, this definitely, from this weekly time frame, that's scary. This could definitely be like this candle right here, where price just continues going to the upside, right? So definitely gotta watch for that. Definitely gotta watch for that. Daily time frame, put the back charts Can't speak. Put the charts back up. Daily time frame had 2 bullish engulfing days. So, and again, this is just from this push to the downside that price made. I liked this retracement because I felt like the liquidity was grabbed. Nice. That was very clean. All right, so yeah, I'm in this sell. I am in this sell. 1819, or you could put this at 1820 even. I like that sell at 1820. I like the stop loss at 1820. And this is a like position / long-term sell. And I'm gonna explain to you why even more I'm looking for the sell. But again, this could be a W pattern, and one of my homies, Cam, he called that. This could be a W pattern. Got tweezer bottoms right here. Bearish engulfing candle. Yeah, this could definitely still push to the upside, but I'm not counting on it because I'm just looking at the market structure and using the fibs more than looking at the price action. So let's see what happens, right? Like I said, I'm in this sell, long-term sell. Been waiting for it for a very long time. Boom. Let's see how it plays out. Go on to arbitrage. Weekly time frame. This is more of the reason why I said I'm liking the sell. Because, well, number one, I had done that technical analysis. Number two, you can see on the weekly time frame, this is still very much bearish. And also, I like how the compass line, the blue line, and the RSI, compass and momentum line. The momentum line is the red one. I like how it's still holding above, and price is still very barely above the weekly mean line. So I can still see price pushing down lower to like about 1639. So I am glad that when I was trying to sell over here earlier that I had mentioned that, hey, you might want to look to get off the trade or something like that. Like that was just like nah. I wasn't looking for sales right there. It was just not, I was not interested in it. So let's see what happens. But 1618 is definitely where I would love to see gold come back down to. Because let's take off even the indicators right now, right? Let's just take off the indicators. Oh, hold on. Before I continue, let me get these guys back on. Stop, start. And then let me come back on here. Sorry about that. Forgot to switch again. All right. Hop back on. There we go. So yeah, so let's continue looking at gold. Let me go ahead and mute all. Oh, don't. Close that off, and then security, annotate. All right, so let's go ahead and look at gold, right? Oh, let me record. All right, so gold, from this bullish move that it made from this low right here, I absolutely love price coming down to 1638. That would be amazing. That would be an amazing potential to look for buys. So that's even more of a reason why, and I had seen it, and I had was watching it, but I just didn't want to really get too deep into that because I was like, okay, maybe this won't work out. But I was like, hey, let's see a couple weeks from now, maybe it will. And it looks like that might be what this is. So if price can really come down to 1629 or 1638 long term for gold, that would be fantastic. That would be a perfect play. So let's see how this really plays out, but man, that would be crazy, right? So, gonna hide this. And again, if 1845, if price comes back up to its RSI line again, that would be kind of a place that would be like, let's see if that's gonna hold. So I'm gonna actually copy this and place it over here. There you go. So that's what that looks like. And that's really perfect. That's actually astounding. So yeah, let's see how this plays out. I like this. I like this a lot. All right, let's go on to Mr. Bitcoin. All right, guys. Man, so it's funny because Peyton and I, we had a theory as to why there were so many people who basically took their money, like took a lot of money from their holdings, right? Like from them holding their Bitcoin, and we were wondering like, oh, what could have been the possibility as to why there was so much money taken, and what could have possibly happened. Not saying that this is what happened, but what could have really possibly happened is just, there were a lot of people that were like over leveraging on Bitcoin, and they lost a lot of money from it because it's so volatile. And so you know what, they're like, all right, well, let's just go take some money from our Bitcoin because we're crypto rich, right? So anyways, wanted to show this off and say that, hey, this could have been also just, price could have literally whipped you into all this. Like, I don't know who or when or how or why anybody would have even looked at this point right here and been like, oh, actually, no, this actually looks pretty predictable. Yeah, because price pushed up, retested, price pushed up. I mean, I would not have seen this coming. I would not have seen price coming back down to like the 50,000, 52,000, and then pushing to the upside like this. Because this daily candle, if this daily candle closes like this, I don't know if I could be bearish. If this weekly candle closes like this, I don't know if I could be bearish on Bitcoin. And it just played a whole bunch of people. Dang, this rebound is ridiculous. This rebound is wild to me. But looking at it, I would not have seen that coming, guys, honestly. But what I could see on the 4-hour time frame, possibly. Let me I want to start from down here because this is where the sell really started from. Price could really come back up to 59,000 because it's still back below where it was, before it made its all-time high. It could really come back. Even made it not a head and shoulders pattern. But yeah, if price can come back up to like 59,000, hey, maybe it'll retrace down lower, because I do kind of like 43,000 getting tapped again before we make another higher high. That would be actually that'd be really healthy, if you will, for Bitcoin, right? Because let's just say from this bullish move that it made right here, although this is not looking like it's gonna stop. This looks like it's gonna keep going bullish. I'm just saying. But let's just say from like this bullish move that it made up here, it never really retraced down to 37,542 before making higher highs. So there could still be all this liquidity down here. I'm gonna draw this big ass zone. I'm gonna leave it here. There could really be a possibility of price coming down just to clear up all of this and then push to the upside. But I have my doubts. I'm just gonna hide that, just like long-term status type of thing. But again, guys, this daily candle, if it closes like this, I have serious doubts if Bitcoin is gonna like keep falling. I have major doubts because it never closed under structure. It never broke structures, really. It never even, technically speaking, it didn't even break this structure right here where I have this other trend line at. So it's like, what? You can't say that it broke structure on a daily time frame. So that's just interesting to me how it rebounded so much after dropping, I think 20%, was it? Let's see what the day started at. So I'm just gonna start 17 right here, right? So from this high of, what's the high right here? 62,398. From the high of 62,938 down to 50,552. That's a 20% decrease, basically 20% decrease in price, right? And price has already rebounded from that. Now it's at 6%. So price has basically rebounded more than 50% of what it lost in a single day. Yeah, 11%. It's rebounded 11% from what it lost, a total of like 19. It's already regained 50% of what it's lost. So it's like, is this gonna keep falling? Like, and same thing with Ripple. I remember I had talked about this on my analysis. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I'm gonna go check back and look at it. I don't know if I don't know why this would be here if I didn't, but maybe I did it on the weekend or something. But yeah, same thing, guys. It came to the 71% drop, hit it off perfectly. It could potentially keep going bullish, but we'll see what happens. I gotta be patient. I like how it's rejecting this previous buy zone that I had, because then if it comes back down, maybe this is where. Because I was looking at loading up possibly at like $1.07, possibly investing more into my Ripple wallet. You know, that actually be a good spot, or 70 cents. I'm still eyeing 70 cents as a possibility, but still, this is. Again, I have a feeling I didn't talk about this though. I just said that, oh, if this fails, then this would be the next place. I think that's probably the only thing I could have said. So Ripple hit me at break even after going 2,276 pips in profit. Litecoin, it did its thing. It hit its target basically from where I was selling at. Then it came crashing down, and if I was to fib this, dang, it really broke that. But if I were to fib it, then this would be the fib, and it lines up perfectly. You know, it's just from where price took off. If price keeps going to the upside, I would not be surprised. But again, stuff that I wasn't really like, I didn't even think it was gonna happen. And Ethereum, man, Ethereum loves playing games, right? But I would, first of all, I would love if, oh man, that came really close. That came really close to this. I would still love, low-key, if price came back to 1916 for a very much higher bullish move, like up to 3,181. That would be amazing on Ethereum. But from what I can see here, is just this stop hunted very low, and scared a lot of traders. And if it pushes up to the upside, then that's the move. But I don't think that's what it's. I don't think this is going to be the move here. Again, I think that maybe. But again, daily time frame. Let me not say anything, because these daily time frames are telling me that these things are trying to go bye-bye. Like all of them. Look at this. It's trying to tell. It looks like that price is trying to say, nope, I gotta go. So that is with the cryptocurrencies. I personally, no, I don't think they're not. I don't think they're gonna go bearish anytime soon, to be quite honest. All right, let's go look at GBPUSD. Oh wait, hold on. Before I even. Oh wow, I did not know that music went away. I didn't even notice that. That was actually kind of scared me. But let's go on over to GP. Before I go over to GBPUSD, let me go look at arbitrage real quick on all these, because it's just funny. I want to see what the daily looks like. Oh wow, so many people got wrecked off of this move. So many people. The sell right here. It called it. Oh, arbitrage. I should have listened to it, because I was literally looking at it and I was going up against it. I'm not gonna lie to you. Dang. All right, 30-minute time frame starting to call for a buy. So we'll see how that plays out. 4-hour time frame on Ripple. I was staring at it. I was literally staring at it. It called it. I said, I'm gonna still buy. I'm going up against it. I could have ate. It's crazy, man. Litecoin didn't call it, so I can't say anything about that. But Ethereum called it too. Oh no, it didn't. Never mind. It's interesting, but yeah. On over to GBPUSD. GU weekly time frame. It printed out. Is this week's candle? It can't be a candle. Hold on. All right. Okay, I'm about to say. Okay, yeah, that makes much more sense. All right, so bullish engulfing candle up against this bearish candle. Man, all I could really see is GU to the moon, question mark? That's all I can really say, because it made this is kind of looking like what gold did, you know? Made that W could start pushing to the upside. could definitely do that, but I'd have to break these highs first at 1.39060. So we would wait for that first. Honestly speaking, I like this move a lot. From the stop punt, push to the upside. What I would really have to just see at this point is for price to come back down a little bit and then keep going to the... But from what it looks like, this is going to keep pushing to the upside personally. But that's what I would have to play on GU if I were to play it, if anything, you know? Just based off of this previous impulsive move. Oh, that even wants me to go lower? Oh, it's from that wick though. If I'm not doing it from the wick, which, I mean, I guess you would kind of want to, then it'd be right here. But this looks a little suspect. That 1.37619 might be a better plan, but you know, GU, I'm kind of actually going to leave it alone because I see better opportunities of different GP pairs. So GBPAUD broke through this trend line that I mentioned last week. So this sell or this buy didn't play out, but you were still able to get 100 pips off of that move. What I would love to see on GA from this bearish push to the downside, just a retest of the trend line, basically the continuation to the downside. It's actually pretty nice looking. And I think Payton has the same thing, so that's really what I'm gonna be looking for. Nothing really too crazy over GA. 4-hour time frame is starting to call for a buy. I didn't look at GU on arbitrage, huh? Dang, 1-hour time frame went ballistic. And daily time frame, of course, called for a sell naturally. And yeah, weekly time frame never called for the buy on GA. So let me go on GU real quick. Yeah, GU went ham too. 4-hour time frame. Dang. This buy, I knew I should have held it. And so let's see what price is going to do now, because it's really at this upper danger zone right here. If it holds right here, this could still potentially fall. Let's go on the weekly time frame. The weekly is nowhere close to that sell. So let's actually see what happens here. This is actually really interesting to see what GU does. But like I said, I would love... I mean, if I see price pushing down, I'm just going to think it's going to continue selling. So I'm just going to leave it alone personally for GU. GJ looks way better to me. Daily time frame looks like it's going to call for a sell. I actually like the sell, but I'm going to look at technical analysis first. So, GJ. Oh, no. Yeah, I actually going to have to play that sell low-key. Price came back up all the way. I mean, this isn't the greatest looking wedge right here, but it came back up to this wedge. That would have been a perfect entry if I were to try to get into a sell. And the weekly, I mean the daily time frame is calling for a sell as well on arbitrage. I mean, as much as I see this, as much as I really do see this, because that's all I see right here, is just price continuing to the upside. Should have got in right here. That's all I really see, as much as I see this. This is calling for a sell. It's not confirmed yet, but it's under that RSI line, and I'm seeing a purple candle. It's not a good sign for me to try to go up against arbitrage right there, even if it's at my buy area. So, especially with the way how it fell, it's just so bullish. Volume was really higher here though when price was pushing up, and it's just, like I said, it's just really bullish, and it's so suspect for me to try to sell, because last time I tried to sell, I think on a daily time frame with GJ, no, I would not have tried to sell on any of those. This would be the only one that I would really try to sell. Look how extended this is on the buy. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. So this is a swing buy, but if price breaks above these highs right here, I'm gonna get out this sell most likely. So gonna put my stop loss at 152.134. These can go. And so yeah, this is what I'm looking at for GJ possibly. This would actually be a slick move to the downside, but if the GBPs are gonna be bullish, then this would be really hard to play out. But let's see how this goes though. I like this sell. And again, it's just, this is just really bullish. Like look at this weekly time frame. But if I hide the charts, hide the drawings, bearish candle, looks like an evening star, although that's definitely not a doji, so I can't even say that, but it's a bearish engulfing candle. I like this. I want to see this continue selling. I haven't seen a bearish engulfing candle. Well, this was a bearish engulfing and things didn't play out well, but it looks like this opened up with a gap because this closed right here and then this is where it opened. So it's like, I don't know, we'll see how that plays out, but I like a potential sell on GJ. I'm gonna have to go with the arbitrage until I see otherwise, because I've just been seeing, again, just prices has been consolidating and then it's hit right here exactly, and it's about to, it looks like it's gonna possibly fall. Yeah, it's not looking great for technical analysis. Although if you would have gotten right here, you would have a bomb as entry, and if I was looking for buys, then I would have to look for this price to literally come back to that spot and then push to the upside. So let's see what GJ does. I like that. I like what it's looking like. EURGBP, I'm not really the greatest fan of what it's doing right now, but from this high to this low swing, price did go up a little higher, but it never broke, and never really, if I was selling, it never really hit my stop loss, and it would be at an entry spot, but I'm not looking for sales on this. I'm not looking for sales on EG, and the reason why is because I'd rather wait for, if it is going to set up, then let me play this buy, where price could come right here and then push to the upside. So when I'm going to zoom in and go to where current price is at, if it's going to actually sell off to go down to here, what I would look for is for price to come back up to like 0.87. I know I might be redundant here or sound me confusing, not redundant, but I'd look for price to come to like 0.86987, show me some good price action that is going to start looking to fall, and then I'd look for a sell. So that's what I'm looking at for EURGBP. If I still do like how it's like in my regular, like my earlier sell area, so sell box that. It's going over to arbitrage. Daily time frame is calling for a buy, so regardless, again, I would have to see price drop down regardless if I was trying to get into a buy. 4 hour time frame, ooh, it's calling for a sell. That's actually really perfect. But I would, again, and the same thing as with EG is definitely going to be on my watch list tonight. Why did I push to the upside? Then a drop. That would be fantastic right there. Things are setting up nice. I like that. So that's going to be for, yep, same thing basically between these two. Let me copy. Oops. Paste. 86987. It's a little higher than I would have wanted it to go, quite honestly, but still, let's see how it plays out regardless. 1 hour time frame is called for a sell already. I'm pretty sure the 15-minute might be starting to set up for a buy. Yep. So if I can get that retracement, we'll see how it happens, but I'm not going to try to get into that right now. So that's for EG. If it does sell, this thing could definitely keep going bullish, right? I've been thinking about cutting off some pairs on my watch list and just cutting off a couple of pairs, you know, just be focusing on a few. But, you know, we'll see how that goes in the future. So, Euro AUD never broke through these highs, so that's something that alarms me. That price came up all the way here, and then it created supply. It started dropping hard right there. So, it's kind of like telling me that, okay, I'm not really looking for sales right now. Right? So, I am just going to really, like, leave EA alone for now, before I get a clearer picture, because again, this could be just what's happening. Price could literally just come back up to 1.55907 and then drop or something like that. Not there exactly, but you get the gist of what I'm saying. Push up, then a drop. I don't like how it didn't break through this for it to make a potential higher high and break the structure. So I'm just gonna leave EA alone, and even with arbitrage, I'm not going to play with it. Just leave it alone. EURNZD, dang, it came right back to this spot and then pushed up again, huh? Same thing with EN though. Like EN, it never really broke. Oops. EN never really broke through this structure right here. It just held 1, 2. Well, not those necessarily. So I think that price can literally just probably grab some type of liquidity, then drop down again. But I'm not going to play it off personally. Just going to wait and see what it does. But I do like, low-key, how it came back down. Give me a second. Do like how it came back down though and hit these lows. So now I just see that either it can spike down low and then push up, or it can spike up high and then push down. So I got to wait and see what this is going to do as well. So I'm not really going to play either EA or EN, but I'd rather play with the GB pairs. So before I hop off, is there any other questions? Let me hop on here real quick. No questions, no comments, no concerns. Alright guys, well thank you for checking out my analysis. I really do appreciate it. And let's make some money out this week. Let's be patient and let's let things come to us. Later, y'all.